Here we have two casting billets that I'm doing for the tank drain. It's the upper and lowermost parts. The part you can see is on the left, and here on the right. The runner system, I'm just having a mess around while I was doing that, so you can ignore that. This is the melt going on. There's about 4.5 kilograms in there at the moment. I was casting a few other moulds that I was doing. I don't like to really just do a very small cast. If I can, I've got a small cast to do, I like to save them up and do them all at one hit. So there's a fair old pour going on there. So this is the particular cast I just showed you, and here I am doing the pour. To be fair, the pouring basin wasn't really ideal for that. I should have had it 90 degrees rather in line. It's not the best place to be pouring, so I messed it up a little bit, but it didn't really make any difference. So I use oil bonded sand. Some know it as Petrobond, that's a brand name. It's ideal for aluminium in many ways, has many benefits, but one of the drawbacks is smoke. Because it's oil, you really want to be doing it in a really well ventilated area. These two billets I end up water quenching, so that's where I'm heading when I disappear off screen. Literally, they've only been cast 15 minutes ago. Making life easy for myself, cutting the riser off with the old donkey saw. I'm going to do a very small video on lubrication. That sounds really weird. But that'll be another day. I'm going to be using a bit more of fast forwarding. It stops the videos dragging out so much. And to be fair, it's quite entertaining. I've got the first part of machining to do here. The casting's all done. This is the part here. And this is what we're going to be machining, this bit here. What I'm doing is using a brass stem, or will be using a brass stem, and we're screwing into this what will be an aluminium base plate. Just out of interest, I'm using my Canon stills camera. It's an EOS 760D. First time I used this for video work from my YouTube. I normally use my Panasonic, but my daughter at the moment is out in Africa doing a safari on her own. Very brave of her, I thought. But she's out there on her own and she wanted a video camera. I said, well, take this, it's ideal for what you want. So I'm left with my Canon. So be interesting to see, or if anybody else notice any different operations or a different look, should we say, to the quality of filming. So we're going to go in about 460 RPM, I think, to start with. We'll see what we come out with. I've got this nasty little bit here at the front to machine off first. I'm using a what we got here. It's a CCGT 325 tip, which is meant to be ideal for aluminium. These are new to me. If you can see that from where your camera is, obviously I can't get the overhead view that I'd normally get on my lathe because my camera's just too damn heavy. But the tip has got quite a rake on it. So we will see. Step that up a bit. 755 RPM. So quick measure up, and I've got to take off, where's my calipers, here we are, 5.7mm. Want this down to 50mm OD, 755 RPM. We've got a travel speed of, let me just try and make this out, 0.07, in fact it's 0.069 of a millimetre per revolution. Might help to put the cut on. And a 2mm cut. So, right, that's good. I'm going to go for another 2mm cut. 1, 2mm. Okay, so we will go for 1mm. We've got, oh, nice to go for 1.5mm. That should leave us close to 0.5mm to come off. Yeah, right, 0.3 it's telling me. So 1, 0.2. Let's give that a skim. It's not absolutely crucial, this measurement, so, but it's always worth practicing. Well, it's telling me it's for 0.4 off now, so let's just tweak that just a little bit. Not quite going 0.5. The graduations are in 0.05 a mil, so I haven't quite gone that far. As you can see that was pretty damn close. 0.01. Well, that will do me. So, going to be drilling out the centre for a tap, and it's going to be M10 by 1.5. Got a tap. You might notice now you're a bit more zoomed in because I've changed the lens on the camera. I've got my large Tamron, so hopefully we can get a bit closer. And I'm going to put my chuck in, 16mm chuck, Acura Pro, made in Spain apparently. Right. Centre drill to start with. It's Wizard, made in England. Never heard of them, but it's not a bad looking tap. It's a starter tap. So I'm going to put this in the drill chuck. And do I or do I not power tap? That is the question. I think we'll have a go. That is 70 RPM. And we'll see what happens. If I'm not happy, I'll just do it by hand. I'm simply just pushing on the tailstock and it's away. Wow, that doesn't look too bad. Next step, got to cut a taper. If you can remember, this bit's got a taper on it. So that is the next step. So I'm just going to have to, got my tool bit in there already. I'm going to have to work out my angle and my depth. Got a line scribed on here already, so I know where to pull it off. This is the brass rod which is going to make up the centre part of the shaft. It's going to go between the top knurled knob and the part you've just seen me machine, which is like a valve seat. So I'm just cleaning it up. I had trouble getting a bit of a thread going on this, so I'm just machining it up ready. In fact, there is another video, I believe, on yesterday. I have got another video actually thinking about it on this YouTube channel regarding this very thing. The thread in the end came out reasonably well, and when the base was screwed on, because I put a little stop, it did up really nice and square. When I assemble these later on, I put Loctite on the bottom of the thread to stop them coming undone. You can see that's really quite true actually, considering that's sitting on a thread. In the next episode, I'm going to be machining up the top knurled knob part, and I'm going to get on with some machining on the main body, which is in this photo, and that's the knurled knob at the top. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. See you on the next video. Thanks very much. Bye.